So today we have an old dude string horse. And as you can see, this horse has quite a few problems. His conformation is extremely pigeon-toed, which I think is causing him most of his hoof problems. But I'd like to try something with this white foot today, or this white and black foot today. You can see he's got a pretty big quarter crack that starts clear up here in the hairline. Usually when we have these quarter cracks that go up into the hairline and end up kind of in scar tissue up here, there's usually not a lot that can be done. But if we look at the bottom of this foot, you can see that his bulbs are on completely different planes and that this lateral bulb is really being jammed up. So this is what I'm referring to as the bulbs on different planes. This medial bulb is really low and this one's clear up here. Ideally, you want the bulbs to be on the same plane. So I'm going to take this lateral side down quite a bit, try to get that bulb to settle. Quite a bit of bruising in there. Looks like he's got corns. Now corns are just an injury to the seed of corn area, and he actually has a bunch of infection in there. I really think that floating this whole back half is going to give this horse quite a bit of relief. Not only for the crack, but for the corn also. I usually don't knife away a frog this much, but there is so much infected tissue down here. This whole area needs to be cleaned really good. Just wanted to show you real quick. The final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this down a little bit more from there to there. I just want to float this area and let that bulb settle. We burned on and it didn't burn on that side. So we know we're floating a little bit. I want to float it quite a bit more because that bulb is clear up there. So I'm going to take that down a little bit more with my rasp. Jump under it. I'm just taking all that down lower than the rest of the foot. Just letting that bulb, just like I said, just letting that bulb settle. That knife go. Okay, I cut them off all the way. I'm bending them over halfway. Okay, I'm not committing to the clinch yet. Again. Being really careful when I go over my clinches. It's pretty counterproductive to do a nice tight clinch and run your rasp over it. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, we're all done. You know, it's not my finest work. My nails are a little proud, but this horse is a pasture ornament, and he doesn't get around too much. This is mostly an experiment to see if how much of a difference we can make on sheared heels and a quarter crack with just a trim and a bar shoe. Whenever I do anything like this, you know, my first thought is, will it do the horse any harm? And for this horse, absolutely not. So here's the bottom of it. And then we put the foot down, you'll see what I meant. Come over here. Hold on, better twist. Let's get his foot flat. Okay. You can see how much I left for that sheared heel and that crack. That's a good ½ inch of that back there by the heel. That's not in contact with the shoe. I just want that whole back half just to settle. I think it'll help quite a bit.